This individual's nominator captured it most accurately in their application to describe our recipient. He's described by many as a high achiever, leader and innovator, intrinsically motivated, a lifelong learner, enthusiastic, genuine and engaged. He possesses a rare combination of intelligence, perseverance and interpersonal skill. Peers and people in general gravitate towards him, and he acts as an outstanding positive role model. This recipient was always encouraged to be involved in activities, volunteering or sport. This provided a strong foundation for our candidate to create incredible reach through his still active young life.
So this year's Young Citizen of the Year will graduate from École Notre Dame High School next month and launch his studies in pursuit of a degree in medicine. He's never wavered in his desire to become a doctor, and it all began when he received a prize toy medical bag with a little plastic stethoscope when he was just 6 years of age. He has already, however, taken action to advance this ambitious goal. He's been volunteering with the hospital, and he's helped out in at least 4 different hospital units. He's been active with his grad class and community service projects. He was part of Notre Dame's student leadership program. He served as a peer tutor, helping others, and that's a recurring theme in this young man's journey. And besides all that, he plays the violin, he teaches swimming lessons, he lifeguards, and he helps out with political campaigns, and still finds time to recently spend 6 weeks over the summer experiencing firsthand biomedical research, working alongside leading researchers in neuroscience and physiology. So all of these experiences have helped define and guide him towards his ultimate goal of a career helping others in medicine.
Each of these opportunities and experiences have shaped him for what lies ahead. As one of his nominators, Darcy Shave, states, he's a top-notch volunteer. He has a natural ability to relate to everyone and anyone. He uses extremely good judgment when faced with challenges or problems, and he demonstrates leadership amongst his peers. He embraces the reasons and rewards of volunteering and knows that the greatest gifts often come from the smallest acts of kindness. A very hands-on approach to this was exemplified during his time in the stroke unit. He could see that many patients had few visitors and that loneliness was amplified over the holidays. To make a difference, he saved his own money to purchase a stuffed animal for every patient on the unit and organized a Christmas-themed event. He played the violin and spread some cheer and presence. In the following year, he recruited several more volunteers to spread the event to cover 3 other units.
Now at the ripe old age of 17, this year's Young Citizen of the Year is incredibly well-rounded, and his work and contributions have been recognized in many ways. And here's just a few. He earned honors with distinction throughout his high school career and earned numerous other academic awards. He's a Government of Alberta Great Kid Award nominee. He's a nominee for the Schulich Leadership Scholarship. He's an athlete and a musician and has earned awards for both sport and his music. And he has before him today major scholarship offerings from not one university, but 3, the University of Calgary, Queen's, and the University of Alberta.
This young man was a clear choice as our winner, not only for what he's already accomplished, but for his dedication to laying the groundwork for the amazing work we anticipate hearing about as he continues ahead.
So please join us in offering our congratulations and deep thanks to our 2016 Young Citizen of the Year, Mr. Andrew Panteluk.
Using himself in just the academic. And he uses those gifts. He uses the academic gifts because he tutor. I see him in here tutoring sciences, all the sciences, he can tutor any of them. Tutoring physics, which is hard to find, and tutoring math with other students. He just amazes me every time I get a chance to see him.
He's such a stellar volunteer, and in anything he touches, he seems to, turn to gold. Not only does he come to his volunteer shift every week and does his absolute best and genuinely cares about the patients he's working with. 3 years ago, on his own accord, I didn't even know about it until the day it happened, he decided to do something extra special at Christmas time for the patients on the unit that he was currently volunteering with.
When he came to us with his concern about the fact that, people, he noticed loneliness with people that were on the hospital units around the Christmas season, and his idea of putting together a cheer night.
I bought stuffies for the whole stroke unit, and we run around, this was just my family at this point, singing Christmas carols, donating stuffies, and just trying to bring that cheer back to the patients, and our response was great.
And it was absolutely heartwarming to see that happen, and the reaction of the patients and how touched they were by their generosity and caringness.
And I think it was a bit of an aha moment for Andrew in recognizing that it's the little things, it's the caring that makes the difference, and in the life of a patient and the experience that they have in the hospital.
And not only did he do that, he continued it for the last 3 years, and last Christmas he expanded it to other units of our hospital and recruited a whole bunch of other youth volunteers in our hospital to come help him. And even though Andrew will be done his volunteer work with us very soon because he's off to university, that event will carry on in his legacy with his brother and then other volunteers.
You're just trying to provide for the patients the next level of comfort, the next level of compassion, making their stay at the hospital one where you're treating them like a family member sort of thing. You're trying to make them feel at home, you're trying to make their stay as easy as possible, and also easing some of the workload of the staff as well.
He's not just a kid that, studies all day or does one thing really well. He actually is involved in a lot of areas. Holds down a job for the last couple of years at the Colicat as a lifeguard and teaching swimming lessons. He's been involved with a political campaign in the provincial election here recently and become very interested in politics. He's been involved with his grad committee and student council at Notre Dame School, and he actually had a great opportunity this past summer to go down to Calgary and spend 6 weeks with the Heritage Youth Research Summer Program.
I was doing research on the effects of exercise on blood flow in the brain. It took two of my passions, kind of the passion for sports, but also my passion for neuroscience and neuroscience research. And being able to see that the benefits exercise has, but especially on an aging population, that was specifically what the study was focusing on. I want to try to expose myself to as broad as a spectrum of things as possible, to try to gain a greater understanding of who I am and the person I want to be in the future as I move on to university. So my goal is eventually medicine. I'm going to U of A next year and studying honors science in immunology and infection.
He was the shy, quiet, 14-year-old kid when he came to meet me for the first time saying he wanted to volunteer in our hospital. Now he's this confident, well-spoken, caring, determined, focused young man that is graduating high school and off to college to be a doctor.
I think he might go on and do a specialization. I could see him doing just about anything. But I hope he's in a role where he's still dealing with people. So proud. Our school is so proud of him. I am personally so proud of him. And I know that he's just going to go on and do some amazing things.
I was surprised, but at the same time I thought, good on him. Like he has worked pretty hard over the last couple of years.
I'm privileged enough to grow up in a household that can provide for me, a household that fosters growth and development, that wants a higher education. But a lot of kids don't have that, even in my own school community. And I think it's my duty as a citizen and as a person, as their classmate, to help those people. They deserve just as much as anyone else to have the same opportunities.